I hope you guys were able to complete the assignment. If not, you can follow me along. First thing that we have to do is we need to go to the product class, and what we did for category type, we'll do the same for application type. Perfect, this change looks good. Next we need to add a migration to push the changes to database. So package manager console, add migration. We'll call it add application type to product. Great, the migration has been added. Let's update the database. In here, it just adds the application ID to the product table and foreign key reference. Great, so that part is done. Next, we need to perform on the CRUD operations. Inside the product controller, right here we have the first.default in which we are getting the category. So here we will also load all of the application type for selected ones. So we'll say application type first.default application type ID. Whoops. So here we made a mistake. The name we wanted was application type ID and not application ID. So how do we fix that? We do not want to roll back any of the migration. Mistakes while adding a migration is very common. To fix that, just continue and change the way you want it to be now. So we want this to be application type ID. So I'll change that and I'll add it here. Okay, this looks good, it's matching. Now we'll go to Tools, NuGet Package Manager, Console. We'll add a new migration, add application type to product underscore rename. The build failed, and that is because if we go to our view right here, we need application type ID in the controller. Let's execute that one more time. This time it should work. Perfect, it will just drop the foreign key and create it again. We will update the database. And great. So with this you also got to see how you can fix a mistake that you did when adding a migration. You just add a new migration. So in product controller, we are loading both of them, and then we need the select list dropdown for application type. So inside the view model here, we will have to create one more for application type select list. We'll save it here and we'll load it right here. We'll copy this, comma, paste it one more time. For application, it will go to application type, and this looks good. Let's scroll down, make sure everything is good. Yep, right here we need to load the application select list, and we'll scroll down further. Yep, everything is good. Last change that we have to do is inside the views. So let me open up the views for our product. First thing, let's work with the delete. Here we have the category. I'll copy this and paste this here. Here we want the application type ID and we want the application type .name. One thing, if you notice in product controller where we were using include in delete, we did not add the application type. So now we also want to display the application type. So we'll say U goes to application type, and that will do the eager loading for application type. Great, so our delete is good. Next we have is absurd. Here we need to display the dropdown. Let me expand this. We have the dropdown right here. We'll copy and paste it one more time for application type ID, and let me modify it. Perfect, so this looks good. Now what I also want to do is in index page, I want to display the category as well as application type. So I can copy this th and paste it 2 times. We have category here and we have the application type. We'll make some spacing changes here. We'll make it 30%, 20%. We'll copy and paste it 2 more times for 2020. Price, let me make it 10 here. And then we want to display obj.category.name and obj.applicationtype.name. Perfect. Let's run our application and see if everything works. So in here, I have added few application types as well. In the product, let me add a new product. So right here, you see we have a drop down for category and we have the application type. I'll select stone and sidewalk and we'll create it. We go to edit. We see stone and sidewalk selected. So this is looking good. And also in the index, now you see the category for stone and sidewalk. Last thing, if we try to delete, both of them are displayed in a text box. So perfect. We have added the application type, which we had to do in the assignment.